It's time now to fire up BMW's all-new, in-your-face super enduro machine, the HP2. At the heart of this puppy is the same 1,170cc air-cooled, fuel-injected twin you'll find in BMW's other dirt-oriented offering, the adventurous GS 1200. However, once you get past the motor, the similarities hit the brakes. See, the HP2 sports a 45mm inverted fork with a whopping 305mm single disc brake. While out back, this BMW's trusty paralever swing arm sports an all-new adjustable air damping suspension system. BMW says the HP branding in HP2 stands for high performance, and that this is just the first in a whole lineup of HP products still to come. We say that's a good thing, because in our opinion, HP stands for heck of a punch.
You know, Paul, a couple of years ago, BMW announced that they were going to make a concerted effort to break their image and change their image. Going away from the old conservative long-distance touring bike for the older rider. And if ever there was a bike designed to break that image, this is it.
Well, a few minutes ago, you were saying, we both ridden this bike today. You were telling me this is a bike for hooligans.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. I asked the guys at BMW what the purpose of this bike was. And they said its whole purpose is to have fun.
Yeah.
And I think they've hit the mark. I mean, this bike has 105 horsepower. It's got 85 foot-pounds of torque, which is enormous. You felt it. This is a bike that you could ride to work and shock the hell out of the guys on their sport bikes, up to about 120 kilometers an hour. And then on Fridays, you could come home, spend 20 minutes, and put the knobby tires on and ride in the dirt all weekend. It comes with the knobby tires. It also comes, the dirt kit comes with engine guards, a headlight guard, comes with an air pump. This has a special air shock right here, which you can adjust to your weight. And when you're sitting on the bike here, it has a level, so you can adjust the weight to your level.
Right. And
it really is quite effective.
Well, right now we've got the bike in sort of a super motard street trim with the street slicks, if you will. And how did you find it in terms of its manners and behaviors on the street?
Well, you tend to misbehave a bit. It corners extremely well because the tires have a very sticky compound, and you can really corner well. And coming out of them, when you hammer, the torque it's just amazing. It really is a lot of fun.
Paul, this is the latest generation boxer engine, and I know you're not used to motors like this. You're an inline four guy. What did you think of the motor?
Well, I really liked the motor. It had tremendous torque and horsepower. As I said, it had 85 pounds of torque, and it, as advertised, it's there, 105 horsepower.
Yeah. How did you like the sound?
I like the sound very much. It's not too quiet, it's not too loud. It doesn't seem to be restricted. The airflow seems to be very good.
How about the transmission and the clutch?
Very easy. It's easy to find neutral. 6 gears, which allows you to get on the highway well. But first, second, and third, as you saw, had really amazing torque. You got decent brakes front and the rear. I was quite surprised at the rear brake. It can haul you down in a hurry. You know, HP stands for high performance. And it is a high-performance bike, and a high-performance bike should have a tachometer. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Again, I kept bumping into the rev limiter. You certainly wouldn't be using the tach so much in the dirt and off-road because you got to pay attention to what's going around. But when you're in the supermoto layout of the bike, you'd like to have a tachometer. But other than that, it's very good.
Mirrors?
Clear, see far behind. They're wide enough, even wide enough for me.
And not a lot of vibration in them?
Not too much vibration, no.
This saddle is quite thin. It looks very sort of motocross spec. It was okay? I guess there's certainly a lot of room to move around on it.
It has a lot of room. It also has, you can also order a cut down seat for people who are, I guess, shorter leg length. Mm-hmm. No, but the seat is well designed for sure.
Who do you think this bike would appeal to? Who would you recommend it to?
Wouldn't recommend it to a beginner rider. It has that much torque and power.
Right.
But for someone who's an experienced rider who knows how to do some tricks, who wants to ride it hard through the corners, who wants to ride it hard in the dirt, I think it is a heavier bike, 388 pounds dry weight, but it certainly has the power to power through anything you might get into when you're off trails.
Lasting impression?
Well, it was a big departure for me, but I had a lot of fun on it, and it had a lot more power and a lot more torque than I thought it would, I have to say. And it would give the guys on the sport bikes a good go, right up to 120, 140 even.
Right.
It was quite surprising.
So are we gonna predict that you'll just take a straight run back to Toronto?
Yes, you will. I don't have the knobby tires on it, so I won't be on any.
No off-roading on the way
No
home.
off-roading on the way home, but I'll be heading straight home.
Thanks for doing this, Paul.
Well, as always, Dave, it was an honor and a pleasure.
Great job.